Alright, so I'm shipping out of my ear again. Why is that? Oh boy, and why the chatbot's freaking out now? Okay, but regardless, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Starting something new today. I have not finished the piece from last week. I've like partially colored it. But as the general way I like to do things around here, we're going to do something new. And we're going to do a bit more on the Chibi style art. So this time, I have the two characters that actually came from the gacha for the current Blue Archive event, well, Yuuka and Noah. I'm gonna try and turn them into something in the Chibi style. Haven't actually decided what to do. Like usual, I have thought this out about as much as I've decided on what I want to try and not how I'm gonna do it. So as usual, today is gonna be drafting and trying to finagle something that may or may not work. Also, I haven't decided on what the canvas size is going to be yet. I've just got a standard, well, approximately makes up a full screen 1920 by 1080 canvas that can be used as wallpaper. I would like to try doing some chibi figures in different places. Uh, hmm. I'm very much trying to finagle something out at the exact moment, so I just lift that a little bit for now. Actually, no, let's make you hand. How do I want to do this? I want to... bring legs up. Actually, let me just turn on the game as well, so I have some more things to... Another reference point to look at. The thing that's going through my head right now is that there is a piece of furniture from the event, which is one of those big old cushions that I was thinking maybe we could use as the seat here. I'm not against trying to squeeze out the halo, but I think I want to at least squeeze in the whole head, so... Okay, we're gonna go hand like this. I want to go top of the legs, like, do I want to bring it all the way up to her chest? Let's bring it all the way up to her chest. That hand is huge. 1, 2. Almost point this outwards. And we want... Actually, almost point this forward. So we're going... Something like that, like that, like that. Then we want to go split over her eye, go like that. All the way down her eye. This goes... There's a split from here. Then we want that to wrap around her head. Her halo is really solid, so I do need to pay attention to that, along with it being very horizontally positioned. I'm gonna wrap this a bit further out. I want to bring this arm in a bit. It's not just flying out there as much. Okay, so the fun thing is that I actually do have Yuuka's memorial lobby unlocked. So, where's the screenshot button? There we go. Do I know this one unlocked actually? I think I unlocked yesterday. Was Noah? Me, fu, wait, this was the other way around. U, ko, shi, to, ha, fi, ma. Wait, where was na? U, a, ka, sh, sa, oh, here we go, na. Na, no, Noah. Okay, well that's one good thing about BlueStacks is my ability to just take a whole bunch of screenshots. Let me go dig these out. What the heck is this? Oh. You. Okay, I'll check these on the side. Got the good old, mildly famous at this point, convenience store fried chicken. And then we just have almost 100% the girlfriend sleeping next to you on bed pose. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh, I just smacked my pop filter. Hmm. Then let me just go into the event. Do I have enough points for the trade? I don't think I have enough points to trade for the furniture. But I think I can find it maybe if I... It's one of those like really deep seat kind of chairs, sofa, cushion thingies. Let me just screenshot this, and then we're going to go into Google. We're going to very casually use the how do I use the image search thing here? How do I search for image? Search by image. Paste. Not what I'm trying to do. I want products. Settings sofa. Okay. Okay, we don't need visual matches anymore. We know what the corner. We are looking for sitting sofa. Not these. Round. Okay, fine. We're going from here then. Why are all of these from AliExpress? And different parts of the world's Amazon. Okay, so it's basically just this giant cushion with a hole in it, right? Open image in a new tab. Give me this. We are looking for something like that. Okay, sure. Hello there, how you doing? I have too much shit up here. We go like this. Just did that. Okay, that makes it easy to manage. Anyways, welcome to the stream. On the beautiful, trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing here. Hello there, how you doing? Okay, so I'm gonna make the canvas more of a square. I think is what I'm gonna do here. It's chill indeed. It's currently in the phase of I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this. So there'll be a lot of me just talking to myself, trying to convince myself that I am doing something correctly. I'm gonna make this into a more of a square picture. I'm going to just put them side by side. How do I squeeze this kind of sofa into Chibi? Basically, that means I don't want to actually raise the legs quite as high, right? Because instead, what we're gonna end up having is that these kind of sofas have a little bit of a lip in them, where you kind of sink into them. And then they have the backrest. Backrest is going to be hidden by her hair. Her hair is long. Her hair is also very long. Unless we have the hair go over the back of the sofa, which would make some sense, depending on how you sit down. Yes, that's Yuuka and Noah indeed here. We're just gonna very casually go like that. Gonna do a mostly kind of side-ish hit here. I don't like how it looks. Just gonna curve this up. Oh wait. As usual, there was not much. There was not a whole lot of thought put behind it. And it mostly boils down to that's what I decided on about half an hour ago. Well, I scheduled the stream quite a bit earlier today, but I conveniently have the memorial lobbies and the game both unlocked, so there's a bit of extra stuff to look at that I can get in high definition as well. Want to lean... I want to lean her back a bit more. So, we want to lean her back a bit more. We want to go like... lean the body backwards. Let's go... That I still want to express her chest, and Chibi will have to be what like I mean they're both like quite big, so how much chest to really express in a more Chibi style is always the biggest question. The chest is like this, then it goes like this, and then we want to roll that and then push this back into the stomach below. Okay, we're going to very casually open one eye here. How far does her hair have to reach? It's like literally down past her eyes almost, for the most part. No, is... What are we dealing with? princess cut straight across? Or do we split it a bit more on the sides? We're gonna split a bit more on the sides. So we've got the bit coming through the... Actually, it's not gonna reach down quite that far. It's gonna go like about to here. Just don't put an anchor. I've got this way a little bit. Also, let me just so can I select you? No. Okay, let me just very quickly go like that. Invert that. Delete. No. Why did that work? Let me invert. Delete. Okay, that should make my nope. There's like a couple of pixels that just like very casually shooting outside of the frame right now that not letting me get rid of. It's a little bit annoying. And there's nothing like knowing that a character is very popular to having the girlfriend in bed pose. Oh wait. We want to stretch this off from a root. Want to pull this over the head entirely. This does not go past her cheek, so we can just bring that in there. Want to roll over. No, that has to go way out there. Actually, it doesn't. I could bring this in, round it out. We're going to just we're gonna lasso and go grab you. We're just going to go ahead and shrink you down a little bit. You're kind of large right now. I'm gonna make you a little bit higher up. Roll all that around. Head is a little bit turned, but not by that much, ideally. Just lower that absurd bump there a little bit. Then we want... So there's two long side bits that... So this has to come further down. This has to come further down. Like, we can have a little bit back into her face here, then the rest of this has to come further down. And then we want to ponytail out the back. We're going to have also, I'm sure it's obvious, but I am very much just slamming something together right now. I don't actually have a clear idea what I want to do. How wide do I want to make the body is another question here. Indeed. I think we're gonna just round this out a bit earlier. And we're just gonna bring the ponytail itself down. Because that's exactly how hair works. I think we're gonna put her... Gonna increase the hip a little bit there. We're going to just have her legs going over the front of not that much. Okay, so like a hip is here, which puts the legs like around here. Up. Head smaller. Hum. Isn't that pretty normal? I mean, it really just depends on whether you log into like games, right, when it comes to these kind of games. Like if I don't feel like playing the game, then the event will pass and it's like, okay. Going to increase the size of the body a little bit here. Going to reduce the size of the breast a little, or height of the breast a little bit. Going to bring it down to this. Going to bring her on down. I want to go look like that. And I feel like if you're gonna spend the in-game gems to get more gems, you may as well not bother. I mean, I guess you technically earn something, right? There's like a little bit of return there, but it's like such a waste of time and resources. Gonna bring down. We're going to bring forward. We'll go I guess you could say that's like some dedication right there. I feel like most people would have just been like, yeah, screw it, missed the event, whatever. It's not exactly the end of the world. We'll go very poorly drafted in, but we'll just go what? That needs to be bigger. Want to like stick more bits of loose hair out? I think I do. I actually want to just like have bits of hair that are a bit more loose coming off her head. Oh, this is actually quite thick pieces now. Where's it come down to her shoulders? But to mess up the rhythm. Okay, we want to have these kind of sofa wrap around her shoulder. So we want to have the top of the thing like about here. We want to bring the base of it down. So we want to have these two things like literally right next to each other. Have sofa A, sofa B. Have her legs over the bit where it sinks in. Yeah, at this point I can't really say I've ever been dedicated enough to a gacha game to worry about it that much. It's like I'm not exactly playing that hardcore and I don't plan on spending any money anyway, so it's just like it's fine. Just fine. I play just enough to be salty whenever I actually throw a large number of gems at the gacha and not get what I want. That's about as seriously as I play the game. How big do I want to make Yuuka? I feel like that's a crazy thing to ask. I mean, she's not as big, but there's still substantial size packing there. We want shoulder right behind there. We kind of want the chest. Because her clothing is very loose compared to Noah, whose clothing pulls into the body a bit more. Oh way. I mean, it's really a big old question now of how many more events and variations of the students are there gonna be before there's another girlfriend sleeping next to you memorial lobby. Oh way. How about that? We're gonna pull this. I want to pull this all the way down to her hips. It's about there. Do we want to go what? Like that? Like that? Shouldn't I want to go? I'll split that a bit more neatly. Actually, this needs to like really come off her body a little bit. She's wearing short. Oh, it's a little bit like pumpkin panties. Okay, let's see. If her legs need to stick up and over the little dent in the whatchamacallit, the sofa. All good. Cheers for stopping by. So I want to stick her. I want to stick her knee, at least, okay, we're gonna do front leg first. Stick her knee through here. That means we can actually completely ignore the thigh, because then we're gonna need to make an opening here, put the opening to her shorts. Along the edge, and then put the actual leg through like that down to her hip. Just like kick out one leg. What was the score? Angel chicken. Can I fit that much text on here? Gonna need to increase the size of the canvas, but Angel chick. What do we want? Pin. You really think of how little I use a pen that I'd be worse at actual handwriting, or how little I actually write words in my daily life. Everything's digital nowadays. At least I'm always amazed throughout school that my handwriting was legible. Oh, wait. Actually, I feel like, I should really call out the fact that teachers, like a lot of my elementaries, was it elementary school or was it like during high school? Well, a lot of school teachers I very clearly remember, because this was the most hypocritical thing I felt like ever growing up, was that they'll sit down and it's probably elementary school when they're telling you about your handwriting. So they sit you down and be like, you need to write your words more clearly and more neatly so that people can read it. And then their handwriting is the most absurd cursive font that you've ever seen that you cannot read, because it's so curly and everything's like curling together. I always felt like that was absolutely insane that they would tell you that your handwriting has to be neater. It's like, look, my handwriting sucks, but each letter is clearly legible. Your handwriting is very neat, it's very uniform, but holy shit, it's just a bunch of curls. Do I need to make Yuuka's hair a bit messier? Not as much. I'll stick out a couple of bits on her. You know, make sure she has a little bit messier than I'd usually do it. Man, I know it was a big deal, at least when I was going through school, to they really wanted to teach us how to write cursive, a little bit cursive, and also to link all your letters together in a mostly sensible way. Feel like that was completely pointless. Honestly, especially even if you make the argument between pencils and pens, you're still using up more of your pen by having all your letters like aggressively linked together. It doesn't make it any neater, it just makes it look more squished together. Yeah, I feel like it's not as common now. It's just not necessary. It's just like, it's more important that you have kids practice handwriting that is legible, not handwriting that is beautiful, because nobody bloody cares. Not a single dang person cares as long as they can read it. I mean, nowadays they actually don't care, because like back in the day, it was like a big thing about, was it, forging signatures. Like, it was a big deal that like your signature had to be the same every time, because otherwise they'd say that you forged it, or you're not the same person or something. I went to the bank, not actually that recently, but it was like, oh, it was kind of recent. It was this year. No, it was last year. But it was within the last half a year. I went to the bank to do something with an account, and I gave the person there 3 different signatures over 3 different pieces of paper, and she accepted it. Like, holy shit, man, nobody cares. Oh boy. That was good. I mean, honestly, the people at the bank say that it's okay, then I just have to make the presumption that everyone else thinks it's okay too. Let's see. Okay, how do I feel about this? I want to try and drape her nightgown or her top over. Either way, that would be opening over the top, throw this out, something like that, done very badly. Ribbon. Over the top, we need to put a band underneath her breasts, which actually tightens the dress so that it would go all the way out over her legs. It's not actually that big opening, is it? Oh no, it's actually quite a big opening. So I can actually very comfortably make this a nice wide opening. Have it squeezed out from behind the sofa's like cushioning. And then we need to throw out the ends of this as well. Not like that, but more detailed. And then we want to put her top over that, then we need to because this is also like quite loose. I mean, sleepwear should be quite loose in general. This also has a nice flowery opening, so we need to go. Just like very much sketching shit in right now. I need to drape this over like here and have this like wrap around. Actually, wait, no, that wraps fully around her arm. And then that would wrap over like this side a little bit, but the whole thing should kind of like gather behind her butt effectively. And it wouldn't be that visible overall. And this kind of so how solid are these kind of sofas? Oh, what do we have down here? Very fluffy slipper is very good. What do we have down here? Slipper is good. Okay, that makes life a lot easier. Not to draw feet. Can avoid the disaster of having to try and draw feet again. Okay. Okay, let's actually turn these more into feet here. I mean, do I want to actually do more realistic style legs, or do I just want to do like big pole legs? Let's do more. Now it just looks like the thighs are huge. But with the sheer number of thigh jokes I feel like I see that involve Yuuka, I don't really think that's a problem. Am I allowed to say that? Oh, what are we dealing with here? Okay, sure. Do I need to bring this up a bit more so that it's rolling in a bit earlier so that this outside part can instead be turned into the... Hmm. I want to kick one foot out, then we want to... Just need like the shape of the foot here, be what like... Then we want to put a slipper over the whole of that. And it actually is quite fluffy, so go like that. There's one like that. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's something they added more recently. Very fluffy slipper, so we can have a ton of extra width to it while having the base just be like this and be like normal foot sized. Actually, what am I doing? That ain't right. This ain't right at all. The foot is going this way, but it's more like this. Because flesh and bone are 3D. Okay, so the sole of the slipper is like this. The covering can go way over the top, like so. Then we can actually just cheap out here, just go the front of the slipper and call it a day. Maybe include ribbon. I can literally just include the top of the slipper sticking out from below her dress, and that's pretty much good enough. You can hide everything below her dress. Her gown there. Okay, that work for that feels okay. Okay, we want to do a cleaner version of this. What would it look like? Alright, probably should start with what do I want to do about this hand? Really depends on how long I want the fingers to be in a chibi shape. That's a lot of sounds my chair should not be making. You bring these fingers closer together. Based on the angle that we're looking at the hand at. I feel like I was too aggressive with the thumb there. Look at it, maybe not been it out that far. This isn't horrific. Oh, wait. I've got short sleeves here, so... Oh, that's a floral pattern. I want to... Wait, no. Farm will be on the inside. Isn't Costco like that? The big bulk buying, like, supermarket-like thing? Yeah, it's like a little while that Costco and Walmart are big enough that like I know about them in this little corner of the world. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of Sam's Club. That sounds incredibly local given the sheer number of Sams in the world. um, I want to roll the chicken through here. That sounds like a crazy thing to say. I mean, when you just say Sam's Club, without any context, that could be a lot of things owned by someone called Sam. No, I actually want to. Indeed. Like, the limit of what I know about Costco was basically all in, I think, like 1 or 2 episodes of Food Theory. It's the only time I've really ever. Oh, apart from people say that they went to Costco, that's like. I think that's like the limit of what I know. They give this like. Good old bite mark here, like so. Very clean circular bite mark. I feel like that happens all the time. I mean, I guess there hasn't really been anything down here recently that's been like that. The thing that affected me the most would actually have been the, no one actually remembers it, but the current... Actually, no, I think it was actually kind of recent. The current YouTube leader is the one who proposed NFT stuff. He was an NFT bro. Yeah, because wasn't the or something like they use it as a way to get people into the store or something, wasn't it? They put it at the back or something. I mean, they bulk sell everything else, so like. You know, you haven't heard about NFTs recently, then you haven't been hearing about Ubisoft. I think it was Ubisoft. I think Ubisoft has released 2 NFT games in the past year instead of, you know, making good games. They've tried to make 2 different NFT games. Just gonna put this out here so that I can fully hide her lower arm. That would save me some trouble, right? And also gives me more space to do stuff with her pajamas. Oh wait, was Costco the one where you're supposed to need a membership to get the hot dog, but if you just kind of walk up and look like you're supposed to be there, they don't really care as long as you give them money? Even though they're technically like losing money if you're not actually going to go into the shop and buy stuff or something. I think that was the was that the I remember there was a food fair episode that talked about something like that. It was like you were supposed to need a membership to buy their little food thing, but if you just kind of act like you're supposed to be there, they don't really care. Yeah, because they're not supposed to serve you unless you have a membership. But they obviously don't pay their workers enough for the workers to care. uh... Is that like before tipping is factored in? And honestly, like, you have to give them credit if they're paying their employees properly. Like, every time I hear about how America pays their workers, or pretty much any customer-facing, like, job, it's just like, wow, you can get away with not actually paying them properly because of tips. I don't understand how tipping works. So, you know, because, you know, it's not exactly a thing in, like, literally anywhere else in the world. I mean, there was, like, the one time, like, way back when I actually did stuff with other people. I asked the people I was doing a collab with how exactly or no, I asked them why tipping existed. Because I don't know what they were talking about. They start talking about tipping for some reason. I was like, why does it exist? In the for their credit, they gave me a pretty good answer. That actually made a ton of sense. But then the question after that was, why does it still exist? Oh yeah. I mean, doesn't living costs also vary by state? So it makes sense, like, for it to change from the state generally, because I think usually most countries the law is that minimum wage has to be like livable, or it's supposed to be livable. and then inflation happens, and then it's a question of whether it's still livable afterwards. I feel like I really should just see if I can find a job in Aussie at some point, because they get paid like 20k more for like the same job. It's like ridiculous. I mean, honestly, if they at some point phase out tipping culture, it'll probably make hospitality jobs in America like way more bearable, because at least you know that you aren't at the mercy of whether the customers decide to like take pity on you. Well, that's like way too low down. What do I do here? I mean, my understanding of tipping culture, based on what I've been told, was that it was created during Prohibition, or I think it was either Prohibition or as it led into the Great Depression or something, like, which makes like some sense. But then it's just like, but why is it still here? Why is it still a thing? Yeah, that's pretty much the same in like every country right now. I mean, aging, everything's aging. The infrastructure's aging because no one wants to knock any buildings down. And then the population's aging because no one wants to have kids in this social climate. Like, literally, the reason why everyone who has a kid has one because it was a mistake is because no one actually wants to have a kid because it's too expensive. Yeah, I mean, that's like a symptom, or that's partially a symptom of inflation as well, because you can't easily lower wages. It's like the main cause of inflation. Well, as inflation occurs, you can't lower wages easily, so you just end up like cutting people off instead and shrinking your workforce. Which is really why I just need to like cross over the ditch. God dang. The same living costs, but just paid more. And I've given up on politics at this point. mean, I feel like it's a problem whenever voting comes around and the choice becomes, okay, who's gonna fuck this up less? Because I know both of you aren't gonna do anything. Like, I know that none of you are gonna actually get anything done, so I'm just gonna have to pick the person who's gonna fuck this up less. Oh yeah. How much are we going to roll this part of here? Actually, I want to pull this up a little bit. Pull this up a little bit. What am I doing here? I want to... Oh wait, no, this has to go like that. And this has to pop out from below that. I'll be real, I don't really know anything about... Well, actually, no. I feel like I hear way too much about the, about American politics, but I feel like the thing I really want to know these days about American politics is what is the obsession with old people? As long as I'm making fun of it, it's not as big of a problem. I don't really have anything to do with it either. I'm just like seeing things. Is it the weird obsession that America has with politicians past their retirement age? Let's chop that off. Let's roll. Let me roll that inwards. Let me roll this. Pops out a bit lower. Then we want to go wink. Oh, that works. Let's go like that, and maybe just squeeze that in a bit more on the entry. Yeah, sounds about right. I want to pop this out of... let's go like that. That's like that. And then we want to go like that. And then we want to go like... Do you want to pull this in front? Let's pull this... Actually, no, I'll pull this behind. That's like that. What do you do? What? It's like that. Let's go more like that. Okay, let's see. Then we need the bit to go through around the back here, make it a bit more fluffy, like that way. Then we want that to wrap around on this side. We want to poke some hair out here. How messy do you want to make this? Hum. I mean, that's pretty much the same pretty much everywhere around the world, isn't it? I mean, that's technically true. You want a working society, then technically there's actually no reason to keep old people around. But that's like the only thing you care about. I can somewhat say that with a mostly clear conscience because all of my grandparents are dead. And honestly, seeing them... I saw like two of them actually quite close to before they died, so... I can very clearly say there was actually very... It felt like pretty stupid to be taking care of them half the time, because it's literally just like... I mean, one of them just had dementia, so they didn't even know... I mean, I actually don't know if he recognized me at all. And then when... It's like my... Was it... One of my granddads had dementia. No idea if he recognized me. And then once he died, the grandma, from the shock of him dying apparently, also got dementia. Honestly, I don't think she recognized me afterwards either. It was completely absurd that every now and then I was told to be the one to go like... to go in and check in on her to see if she was okay, because I'm pretty sure she didn't know who I was. Yeah. I mean, every time someone starts talking about wanting to live a good long life, I'm just like, why? Why would you want that? Like, unless your good long life ends before, like, you break your body before you reach dementia, like, that's probably a much better good long life than, hitting dementia. Because, like, at that point, if your family bothers to take care of you, or like you have any caregivers bothering to take care of you, they're just kind of waiting for you to die. And then once you've hit dementia, you don't even know that you're like just waiting to die. You kind of just, you don't even remember that. Like, uh, bum. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there was one time when I went up to go check on my grandma that she asked me who I was. I tried to explain it to her, and then I'm pretty sure she didn't understand me. And then I just sat down, and then her, like the caregiver that we hired for her, came out and recognized me, and then she just left me alone as I sat there. Like, I'm pretty sure I was pretty much just like a home invader, just like sitting there. So that was fun. Oh. Yeah. I think the funnest part about human life is that originally humans weren't supposed to live past 30. Because all the small quality of life things that humanity slowly discovered lengthened the lifespan. But you really look at it, everything starts going downhill once you pass 30. You have to do all this extra stuff just to keep your body in shape because your body's trying to break down because it's trying to die. Your body's, the human life has reached the full expectancy. Or was it? If we're still like cavemen running around, buck naked, out in the wild. And life expectancy should only be around 30 years. What are we doing here? Looks a little wide. That's good enough. Go like that, go like that, go like that. Go like that. What are we dealing with here? Okay, how much do these fold outwards? On the note of immortality, I think I don't know who I talked to this about once. There was like a topic that came up, and I actually can't remember why it came up. But it was like, was it? I think the thought at the time was it? If it's not like a mechanized kind of immortality, where like you're not physically decaying effectively, then it would be like at least somewhat reasonable. Rather than a more natural one. I guess as long as they're not like decaying in any way, and it's not as big of a problem. It'd be kind of stupid if you're like keeping your bodily functions alive while the body just continues to like try to shut down. What am I doing here? I can't remember what the heck I was talking about that time. I had a conversation like that with a friend. I think my take on immortality was I am very curious on ultimately how humans are gonna fuck it up. Someone's gonna mess something up, and it's gonna be absolutely hilarious looking back on it. Yeah, let's just try that. Gonna go. Yeah, does this have cushioning on the back part as well? Can't see it. Glory. Oh wait, no, we can see the base here. Okay, no. Wait. Will this kind of slipper? Will it go all the way? Yes, it will. So we want a shape that is the same as the foot, which will be roughly like in there. Then we want a secondary, much fluffier part that goes around the foot. We want it to be all fluffy up front, but then pull it in on the other side where we can't see it quite as clearly. Let's just get this bulk out over the front here, like so. Then we want to the sleeves aren't balanced. You up. Good enough. That's about right, right? It's nearly up. About there. Could bring... This is loose, right? I guess on a more fun topic. So reaching the end of the time I have for the day. New anime seasons happening. I think I did see at least one thing that I felt like I should at least check out. Along with a lot of titles, once again, because of the sheer amount of reincarnation isekai slop that's out there these days that I recognize. Because holy shit, there's a lot of it. Like, I felt like the vast majority of the anime this season was some kind of isekai slop. You know, let's just finish Yuuka up kind of like that real quick. And alright, how's that feel first? So the main thing that I have watched a fair amount of would be Dr. Stone. You know, that's mostly just seeing all of the different explanations of this science things moving, since I already know what happens because I've read the whole series from start to end. In terms of actual anime that isn't a manga, there's a new prequel starting. And it is still the only series where I will actually sit down and watch, which is longer than a single season. Let's bring this up a bit. Will I bring the other side down a bit? Bring this up a bit. At one point, a few years back, the prequel of that season managed to get me hooked, and I watch actually quite a large amount of prequel compared to like any other anime. It's like I'll occasionally binge something that's like a season long, but for all of my refusal to watch anything that is longer than a season, I watch a lot of Precure. Bring one strand in like this. Just cut that off there. And then everything else I think was pretty much just isekai reincarnation slot. So I don't know how much willpower I have to watch anything like that. A lot of them I've already read as well, so I don't know if I have the willpower to watch it. That's that basically what I want for Yuuka. Just kind of draw in a slightly in pain mouth around the back here. Like that, and just see what that does to that. Okay, then we want to go put a seat underneath her, put a sofa underneath her. Yeah, there's Yuuka in there. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna mess with for that today. I was looking at any chart. But I was thinking about whether to do a piece for some anime that was happening this season instead. Where is my... oh my god, ad, get out of the way. Let's see. Anime for this season of winter 2025. That's all good. We're mostly making fun of politics anyway. So, things I actually recognize. Dr. Stone is probably the biggest name here this season, at least from what I could see. I think I have seen this maybe. I do know this one. This is the second season actually. Was it Kimi no Koto ga daisuki na Hakunin no Kanojo, second season. That story was absolutely ridiculous. Also, that's like the thickest eyebrows I've ever seen with those eyebrows. Holy shit, those are some eyebrows. Let's see what else we have here. The Jibaku Shonen Hanako-kun. Definitely heard of that, but I haven't seen anything of that. Oh, this one I've read. That's another super long name. That was the guild receptionist who is the OP person who doesn't want to get stuck in overtime. I think this one was reasonable. You know, there's another isekai one. Because this is one of the ones where the guy's not OP. Because generally, all the isekai ones, the less OP the main character is, usually the more interesting they end up being. This was a romance one. This was a good read. I don't know how it will feel animated. You know, this is one of the ones I probably wouldn't be able to follow even with my general understanding of Japanese, because there was the whole point of it was that the girl that the main character likes speaks in this really heavy Okinawa dialect. I mean, I can barely follow Kansai dialect. I don't think I can follow Okinawa dialect. What else is there to actually recognize? Oh, there's another Greece. Was it Grecia? Grecia. What is this? I don't think I've seen this one. I think, have I read this one? I don't know if I read this one. Don't know what that one is. This one I've read. This one is kind of weird. Do I know what this one is? I don't think I know what this one is. Oh, this is another isekai one. I don't think I've heard of this one. This is the second season. I haven't seen the first season. What is this? Don't think I've heard of this one. Oh, there's a the Exorcist. So I guess that's another big name. There's a Bang Dream. That's a big name. Don't. And then there's Precure, which is effectively my pick for this season. It's Precure. It's not airing for another 26 days. I don't even know the previous one's ended yet. Because Precure is usually about like 50 something episodes long. Because they run for like a whole year. Oh, there's a Kinniku Man. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Actually, no, I've heard that name a lot recently because they've been remaking it. And then there's Cardfight Vanguard. For the people who like their card games, probably in a state where it doesn't make any sense for the card game. At least that's how I feel every time I try to watch any Yu-Gi-Oh anime. What are these TV shorts? Leftovers. Let's have a look at Leftovers. What's still running? One Piece, of course. What are they up to? Re-airing Fishman Island. Well, that's actually quite a bit back, isn't it? Man, that's crazy. Fishman Island was the bit where I stopped reading One Piece. And that was a long time ago now. Movies have... There's a Project Sekai. Okay. And there's Doraemon. And I tried to explain Doraemon to my friends once. The only thing I could tell them was, as someone of East Asian descent, born before the year 2000, I'm basically legally required to know who Doraemon is. That's when you know it was a very big deal. I don't think the... What the hell is this? What kind of crazy ripoff is this? Mon Poke. But it's actually Pokemon. On his Idol Master. And I'll see how I feel about the prequel once it airs in like a month. Alright, but anyways, that will be it for today's session of roughing out a draft into, or roughing out a sketch into a bit more of a rough. We've got Yuuka sitting in one of the big ol' super deep, squishy cushion sofa thingy-majigs that you just sink into, burning herself on some convenience store chicken, which, from my understanding, if you get it fresh, which given the state of the, or the setting of the event, it's very unlikely because it's it'll be leftover chicken from like the day. Either way, get Noah roughed into there as well, and then you'll turn that into a cleaner set of lines, and you'll see how it goes from there. Based on the list of progress for today, it should be within scope to finish this week. Not like last week, where I didn't have a sketch done for like 3 days. But either way, if you want to see more of this, shouldn't be subscribed. Did I start the Twitch stream? I did not. Well, remember to be subscribed here so you can see when I go live again for more things like this, and leave a like because that helps me out, and I shall see you all next time.